It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. Tonight we'll see the New York Liberty as they play against the Indiana Fever. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
And we're just kicking off this season, so let me ask you two, what are you most excited about?
I love seeing how new players fit into their teams. Lots of interesting moves this offseason, but now we got to see how the pieces actually come together.
Yeah, you know, for me, it's all about the rookies. I mean, lately, it seems like every draft class has been absolutely loaded, so it's fun to see how they adjust to the pro game.
Now here's Howard. Clark outside. That's good, and it's Natasha Howard with the assist.
First points of the game right there.
Nice bucket there to get the scoring started.
And sometimes, Brian, that first bucket is the hardest to get.
Now Stewart. Pass to Phoebish. And we're about 1 minute into the first. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Gotta love Ionescu's intensity, delivering an emphatic answer.
Here's the Fever with the ball. And here's Clark. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Lainey Hamilton with the rebound. The drive by Ionescu. Chalk up 2 right there.
When Sabrina wants to, there's no stopping her from getting to the hole.
Here's Clark. And in the first, little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Mitchell. Bonner with it. Here's Clark. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Rebound New York. And here's Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. Ionescu outside. And a foul called on Sabrina Ionescu. That is her first foul of the game.
Great defense, anticipated the play, and got there first.
And coaches love players that are just not afraid to put their bodies on the line and take a shot for the team.
You want to talk about a well-rounded player? Sabrina Ionescu can really do it all.
And we knew this about her early on. She was the only player in college basketball history, male or female, with 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists. I mean, think about that for a moment. She is a special, special talent.
Pass to Stewart. Now here's Ionescu. Defense right on her. And Hamilton can't hit. The Fever leading. Here's Mitchell. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark outside. And another 3 for Indiana.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
Pass to Phoebish. Now here's Ionescu. Drains the three-pointer.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Clark outside. Now Boston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Ionescu. To the middle. Jones. Another shot. And it's good on the layup.
Great job by Jones. So good at gaining ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Now here's Mitchell. Hamilton covering. Drills it from outside.
She's now 3 for 4 from the field, and it looks like she is in her bag offensively.
New York trailing here. Ionescu has it. She's got 8. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Phoebish. Stewart. Shot clock at 6. Jones. She's covered by Mitchell. Misses in close.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Clark outside. Fires for 3. Rebound, New York.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. The floater. Howard with the rebound. Now here's Clark. 9 points in the game. And here is Mitchell. Takes the 3. No good there. And the Liberty with possession here. Trailing by 2. Here's Stewart. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Stewart's presence down low stems from her skills and finesse. She's something to watch and something to admire.
Now Clark. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And it's going to be on Sabrina Ionescu. The 2024 top pick, Caitlin Clark. We've never seen a player enter the league with her level of hype, and it's deserved.
It's crazy. I mean, you're talking about Caitlin Clark setting the scoring record for career points in college, shattering viewership records as well. Lots of people excited to see Clark in the W.
First one falls for her. And guys, this is something we were just talking about off the air, but Caitlin Clark is one of the most hyped basketball players that we've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about the WNBA. When you talk about the most hyped rookies, I think you probably have to go back to 2003 when LeBron went first overall. Basically, it's going to be really fun to see how Caitlin Clark's career goes.
Burke makes it off the glass.
The lead changes hands once more. There have been no separation between these teams tonight.
Yeah, and it's made for one heck of an entertaining game, even when it hasn't been the best basketball.
Yeah, at least it's been close.
Now here's Mitchell. Screen by Howard. From outside the arc.
And that one's good. It's Caitlin Clark for 3.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Sabali the screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Good as the jump shot falls.
What a start to this game. All offense early.
Yeah, this is just playground stuff. Forget about defending. Just keep letting it fly.
That's okay with me.
Now here's Clark. She's got 13. Inside. And she converts the layup.
She's looking pretty confident out there, huh? 5 of 7 so far from the field.
Here's New York now, trailing by 2. Pass to Phoebish.
Fades back, and it's good off the glass. And here is Mitchell. Clark outside for 3. The rebound by the Liberty.
Great rebound there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far. Let's see if they can change that.
Yeah, a little disparity there in the rebounding numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. We'll see if it evens out.
Here's Burke. Launches it. That one's off. She's now 1 for 2. Caitlin Clark with the 3. That ball is good for another field goal, her 6th, and she's at a 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Pass to Phoebish. Now Dodikish. Here's Phoebish. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dodikish. She's covered by Clark. Dodikish can't hit. The Fever leading. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brianna Stewart. That's her first foul.
And these calls, they can be some of the toughest calls for officials to make.
But in this case, I think she got it right. The defender's still moving there and never really got set.
Here's Mitchell. Buries the long-range jumper.
It's important that Mitchell keeps hitting from deep because that's going to help open up the offense.
Here's Dodikish. Pass to Burke. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Fever.
There was not a ton of congestion in the lane, and she could have done better for sure.
Boston sets a screen. Here's Cunningham. Offline with the 3. And the Liberty with possession here. 6-point game. Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential. Here's Burke. Hole defending. Shot by Burke. No good. Outside Cunningham. Fires the 3. Oh, and she just knocked down the buzzer beater. Wow!
What a 3 at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note.
I'll say that'll give them a nice little lift to start the next quarter.
Yeah, let's see how it works out for them.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Fever on top, up 9. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
Scoring has come in 3s for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
Here's Colson. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 9. And after going first overall in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston went on to win Rookie of the Year.
Led the league in shooting percentage, top 10 in rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more could you ask from a rookie big? Boston, an immediate impact made in setting the foundation in Indiana.
Clock at 2 from deep. And Jones pulls it down. Davis with it. Pass to Burke. The 3 ball. Good on the 3-point shot.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now Colson. Boston outside. Down low. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Burke. Oh, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and she'll shoot one more at the line.
And when you look at the rich history of the Liberty, last year was their strongest team yet.
The most regular season games the Liberty ever won was 23. Until last year, when they won 32. Breanna Stewart won MVP, beating the Aces for the Commissioner's Cup. But in the almighty WNBA Finals, the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games.
And this Liberty team, of course, features Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and Sabrina Ionescu. How about that big three?
One of the best we've ever seen. Stewie and Jones are former MVPs, and Ionescu could win one pretty soon herself. This is a loaded roster.
New York trailing here.
Pass to Dodikish.
Burke, Bonner defending. Now Burke. Picked by Jones. Pulls up from the top of the key. That shot by Burke, no good.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with herself. That's one she expects to make.
Luana Bonner for 3. New York with the rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
To the inside.
Sabali shot is off. Outside Cunningham.
To the paint.
Boston.
Yep, that one goes.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Pass to Burke.
Now Lainey Hamilton. She's covered by Cunningham.
Three-pointer. New York, no good that time either.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
It's rebounded by Sabali.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the 3 seconds.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense, just telling them no easy layups, as simple as that, and I like to see it.
Knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And obviously the addition of Caitlin Clark to the Fever, that brought lots of extra attention.
I mean, Fever tickets are as hot as any in American sports, no matter what league. Clark bringing so much hype, and basketball fans everywhere are tuned in to see her every move, and by extension, the Fever as well.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Up top, Jones.
Ionescu. She's covered by Cunningham.
The 3. Ionescu can't get it to go. The Fever leading. Now here's Bonner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Back Benlay.
Pass to Boston.
Over Ionescu.
Boston, good.
And she should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody really paying much attention to her there.
Here's Jones. It's in. That's her 3rd field goal of the game. She's 3 for 5.
Yeah, that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of her ability from scoring.
And here is Mitchell. She's got 6. Pass to Fagbenle. Back to Mitchell. The rebound by the Liberty.
Okay, look. I know she isn't having the best of games from the floor, but it hasn't seemed to hurt them.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. The shot misses.
She's cooled down a little bit after burying those 2 threes in the first quarter.
Pass to Bonner.
Cunningham.
Back to Bonner.
Boston with it.
Covered by Ionescu. Juana Bonner on the wing. Offensive rebound, Fever.
Boston sets a screen.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Tries again. And Jones pulls it down. Pass to Ionescu. Now here's Sabali.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Sabali the screen. Ionescu outside. Jones. She's covered by Mitchell. For 3. And that one's good. Burke.
Getting going here in the second quarter. Her second three-pointer of the game.
The Fever trailing. Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
And former MVP Jonquel Jones made a finals appearance in her first season with the Liberty.
Yeah, and she also led the Sun to the finals while she was in Connecticut. I mean, Jones, she's just the ideal stretch big. 6'6", great length, about 38% from three over her career. If you have Jones on your team, you're going to win a lot of games.
Teams deciding to change it up. Here's Bonner. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Fagbenle, defended by Harrison. Caitlin Clark with the 3. That's good again, and her 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Now here's Harrison. Harrison the screen.
To the inside. Rebounded by the Fever. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Clark. Not a lot of room. Mitchell. Clark left side. 5 on the clock. Mitchell.
And Hamilton covering.
The kick out to Bonner. And the Fever hit again from deep.
You can't give Bonner any time and a clean look. She will make you pay. Here's Davis.
Pass to Stewart. Ionescu has it. Fouled hard that time, and she'll get 2 shots at the line.
And for Sabrina Ionescu, her three-point shooting took a massive leap in year 4.
Well, you know, it's something Ionescu has worked very hard on. You look at her first 3 years in the league, she shot just 33% from deep. But year 4, that percentage shot up to 45%, and it was on major volume. Sabrina leading the WNBA in three-pointers made.
Free throw is good.
And in 2023, the Liberty made their long-awaited return to the WNBA Finals.
It's crazy to think about it, guys, but that was their first trip to the finals in 21 years. And despite it being the Liberty's 5th finals appearance, still no titles. Incredible when you think this is an original WNBA franchise and the amount of stars and Hall of Famers they've had over the years.
And good on the second, so she makes both.
You got to admire how Sabrina Ionescu can do it all. She can score, distribute, grab rebounds. Whatever you need, she can do it. And that kind of versatility is just invaluable.
Clark can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Stewart with the bucket.
Well, capable on either end of the pick and roll. Stewart taking it herself that time.
The kick out to Bonner. Clark. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Bonner. Back to Mitchell.
Cunningham.
Defended by Stewart. Cunningham with the bucket.
Well, sometimes you have a player like Mitchell. She draws so much attention. It allows teammates to get open.
The Liberty trail.
Lainey Hamilton with it.
Ionescu up top. Over Turner. Again, the Liberty good for 2. And it's the Fever ball. Mitchell outside. Clark outside. Clock at 6. Bonner outside. There's the 3. A rebound by Breanna Stewart.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
Here's Ionescu. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
With great size for a point, Ionescu could just bounce off contact.
Now Mitchell. She's got 6. Clark outside. Fires from deep. Stewart grabs the miss. New York in the lead. Now here's Ionescu. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. No good with the triple. Indiana with the ball.
If they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
I mean, that's got to be what they're aiming for here, right?
Let's hope.
Now here's Bonner, guarded by Davis. Takes the 3. Bonner can't hit. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Liberty. They lead by a bucket. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Make some noise and get ready for the big and half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Man, it has been an incredible game here from Caitlin Clark.
She is such a dynamic scorer. That much we know. And her talent really was on full display in the first half.
Yeah, look, there's no way around it. She's a hard player to keep down. And so far, they haven't found the answer for her. And there might not be one.
Indiana trailing. Mitchell up top.
Lady Hamilton covering.
Clark outside. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and of course, the ability to drop dimes.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
Ionescu up top. Let's go with a three. That's her sixth make from the field. She's taken 9 shots and missed only 3.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Here's Mitchell. Clark outside. And the Fever hit again from deep. Second half just getting started, about a minute played.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Pass to Ionescu. The tray. Here's Stewart. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort.
They're doing a terrific job of getting the ball inside, attacking the paint. That's an area, and it's a key area on the court that they've controlled.
Yeah, once they identified what an edge they had inside, they just continued to attack.
That one goes in.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here is Stewart. 7 points in the game.
Here's Febish.
Bonner defending. Stewart inside. Howard's there. 4 on the clock. Here's Ionescu. Joanna Bonner with the block.
Because of Bonner's defensive instincts, she's able to see and swat opponents' shot attempts.
Boston. They double team Aaliyah Boston.
Pulls up on the elbow. A shot by Mitchell, no good.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
Jones outside.
That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
A gifted shooter for a player her size, Jones is a matchup nightmare.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Clark with it, covered by Ionescu.
6 to shoot. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Number 1 overall pick in 2016, Brianna Stewart continues to be a big-time player in the W.
Well, her transition from Connecticut to the WNBA was seamless. She won Rookie of the Year and established herself as a star right from the jump. Now, as a veteran, Stewie remains one of the most dominant players in the league. Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
And the Liberty call time here. On offense, here the Liberty. Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Shot number 12 goes in. She's made 7 of those 12 now.
She's putting on a commanding performance here. She's now hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And here's Clark. 27 points for her.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Here's Boston.
The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Outside, Stewart. Lets it go from deep.
That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
They're going back to the 3-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Mitchell. She has 6. Clark, right side. Pass to Howard. Mitchell.
Lainey Hamilton covering.
Inside. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty.
Great read by Ionescu at just about 6 feet. Sabrina is pretty tall for a 1. She's able to see the whole court.
Here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark.
Liberty foul. Sabrina Ionescu. 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for Indiana, Caitlin Clark. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. She hits both from the stripe. Stewart with the ball. 10 points for her.
Pass to Phoebish.
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Ionescu misses. Indiana trailing. Here's Mitchell. Up top, Clark puts up a 3. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
Well, you want to get back into a ball game, knock down 3s. Another 3 from her, getting them that much closer.
Well, she knows all about that. I mean, most of her points have come on the 3-point shot today.
And the Liberty call time here. New York in the lead. Now Dodi Kish. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Here's Jones. Score the bucket. She's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
Defensively, they've got to start bodying them up. Get a little bit more physical and help your chances at winning this game.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint, and the worst part, it's at both ends of the floor. Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Stewart. 10 points for her. Pass to Ionescu. Back to Stewart. Over Howard. And it's Stewart missing.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Mitchell. And she hits it to tie up the game.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
And the Liberty with possession here. Here's Dodi Kish. Pass to Stewart. Shoots. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
It's hard to find fault with anything she's doing this quarter. Well, offensively at least.
Here's the Fever with the ball. What you gotta love about Stewie, she's a flat-out winner at every single level.
Yeah, she led Connecticut to 4 consecutive national championships. She's won multiple gold medals, WNBA Finals MVP in 2018 and 2020. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Here's Febish. Ionescu outside. To the paint. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. Indiana with the ball. They trail by 3. Boston outside. Back to Clark. Hold. Misses the layup. She had her with that pump fake, but couldn't make her pay.
2 minutes remaining.
Dodi Kish. She's covered by Clark. Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart. Rebounded by the Fever.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, and then the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
On offense, here's the Liberty. Pass to Burke. Here's Dodi Kish. She's covered by Clark. Here's Dodi Kish. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. From 17 feet out. And no good trying to use the glass. Stolen away. And a 3-on-3 fast break. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, they really hurt.
Number 8, Leon Sabali.
A basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a pretty long time coming.
Now here's Clark. And she has 38 in the game. To the middle. Back Benlay. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Pass to Davis. Sabali with it. This one for 3. The putback. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Takes great angles when crashing the glass. Jones has mastered the art of rebounding.
Outside Cunningham. Now Hull. The 3. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Now Burke. She's got 11. To the inside. Pass to Jones. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Way to go after it. Stayed with it. Didn't give up. And the ball ended up in the basket.
Clark with it. And she uses the glass on the layup.
An unbelievable scoring effort from her. It's all because of her. Yes, her, that they're still in this game.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. On offense, here the Liberty. Outside, Sabali.
Castellini Hamilton.
Back to Sabali. Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. And Sabrina Ionescu with the triple.
What a scoring display we're seeing from Ionescu right now, putting her expansive offensive skill set on full display.
That one drops for her.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
And so it's New York with it. They lead by 1.
Castellini Hamilton.
From outside, off the mark.
Well, thus far, they managed to overcome an off game from her offensively.
Mitchell, covered by Ionescu. Luana Bonner on the wing. Shoots the three. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
The defense has to at least honor Bonner's outside shot. She's happy to remind them of this fact, too.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Back to Ionescu.
Pass to Thornton. Lainey Hamilton up top.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Hull. Bonner. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, their offense heating up. And anytime you shoot this well, you give yourself an excellent chance to win.
Here's Ionescu. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Good on the bucket.
We've seen an obvious improvement out of her since halftime, and she just didn't really have a whole lot working for her in the first half.
And here is Mitchell. Pass to Hull. Bonner. Hull up top. Clock at 4. Now Cunningham. Here's Mitchell. She brings it in as the shot clock ticks down.
So calm and collected. Mitchell not allowing the low shot clock to get to her.
Pass to Davis. Thornton, right side. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. The Fever with the lead. Around 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. The three from Natasha Howard knocks down the three ball.
Great recognition on the catch and shoot. Howard understood exactly how much time she had.
Here's Ionescu. the three fly. Dagbenlay with the rebound.
Yeah, a bit of a pride at stake there, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Inside, knocked loose, and the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it.
She didn't get her hands up in time. They weren't on the same page there.
So New York going with an almost entire new group here. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Stewart.
Here's Phoebish. She's covered by Cunningham.
Now here's Jones.
Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Bonner, defended by Stewart. Clark outside. That's good, and it's Dewana Bonner with the assist.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
The Liberty trail. She's covered by Clark. Outside Stewart.
Phoebish.
Screen by Stewart. Pass to Jones. Over Boston. Basket number 8 is all good. She's attempted 12 shots.
These fans, they are getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game we've got here.
Absolutely. Almost impossible to separate these teams up to this point. I'll bet this one's close all the way.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.
Dewana Bonner for 3. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. And the Liberty with possession here.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
Stewart with the screen.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
6 on the shot clock. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Despite her troubles in the first half, she stayed composed, stayed focused, and now she's getting it going.
And they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer.
Clark outside.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Clark.
Now Boston.
Guarded by Jones.
Offensive board.
Second chance shot. Nice move.
And Boston lays it in.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
She's covered by Clark. Picked by Jones. From downtown. Pins it from downtown.
Total dominance by Jones tonight. She loves getting to her spots and finding her rhythm.
Now here's Bonner. Timeout called the Fever.
Calls timeout.
Pass to Mitchell. Clark outside. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
What's got into her today? This is getting ridiculous.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
She's covered by Mitchell.
And here's Ionescu.
And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Indiana with the ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to Bonner. Clark. Screen by Howard. To the paint. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart. Here's Feebish. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The three from Natasha Howard. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
That's a great play on the glass, and for her, it's what really we expect from her. All her second chance points do not come by accident.
And the Liberty call time here.
The Liberty trail. Now Stewart.
Pass to Feebish. Here's Ionescu.
They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside.
Takes it out to Clark.
From past the arc. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, she's had a big half from downtown, and when she gets this hot, the green light does not get much greener.
Now here's Ionescu.
She's guarded closely. From deep. Tries to save it.
And out of bounds, the Fever will take it.
And a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they should use some clock.
Clark outside. Over Ionescu. Clark can't hit.
Even though she missed it, she couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, they don't come much easier than that.
Pass to Feebish.
Zabali with it.
She's guarded by Boston. Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Just 5 on the clock. And she makes that one.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better as both these defenses are showing signs of wearing down.
Yeah, the defensive effort has not been good of late.
Now here's Clark. And she banks in the layup.
Nice touch near the hoop.
And the Liberty call time here. Laney Hamilton
Connects! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
First team foul.
Mitchell with it. Pass to Clark. Double team on Caitlin Clark.
It's picked off.
Perfect execution out of the double team. Able to strip the ball right out.
Poked loose. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. The line for Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell. 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 7-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Timeout called the Liberty.
Guys, what do you think?
This one is out of reach, and I really don't know what they're thinking with the timeout here.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game.
And in the meantime, ruining our plans for after the game.
Pass to Stewart. New York, no good that time either. And it's the Fever ball. Clark with it. And so the Fever take the win. And they didn't make it easy on themselves for their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
There were some times that momentum shifted either way, especially early on. But give the team credit for sticking right with the game plan and finishing the job.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.